Hi guys, in this video we're going to use our little dome cake toppers again. I like to use these for lots of my videos and for lots of my cupcakes. Now I've just started in green because we're going to make some little alien ones to start with. They're going to look a little bit like the Disney Tsum Tsums. So I've cut out a circle. I'm just going to place it over my dome. And I'm going to put two balls at the bottom for the feet. Small little piece here on like the forehead and a little round bit to stick on there. We're going to make two teardrop shapes. Flatten them down. Stick them on either side for the ears. Make sure the points are at the top. You can see this one on the left is one I've already done. So we've got 3 circles in white that we're just going to cut out. Now all of this is just made with fondant. So if you're making fondant cupcake toppers, they will need a day or two to firm up. If you find that it's very soft fondant, just add a little pinch of Tylose powder in. Mix it in nice and the fondant should firm up quite quickly. So this video is just really to give you some ideas for what you can do with these cake domes. So it's quite repetitive for all the different ones. We're just going to change the colours slightly for each one. So we've got pale pink for the next one. We've just placed our fondant on the dome, the same as we did on the alien one. And then we've got a slightly darker pink fondant. And I've just got this little cutter that's nice and handy because it's got the oval shape in that I can cut out for the nose. And the 2 almost triangles for the ears. I'm just sticking these on with water. Now let's try something a bit different for the eyes on this one, and we're going to use some black sugar pearls that are pre-made. So I've put a little bit of water in place and then just push them in. And I've cut out a circle, cut it in half so we've got semicircles, and I've just stuck those onto each eye so it looks like it's half asleep. And we've just got some pink edible dust that we're just going to brush on the cheeks. If you want, you can paint on some little eyelashes. Just make sure you're using an edible food colour for this, or you can use a pen if you prefer, an edible pen. Now let's try one with the eyes closed. So we've done exactly the same on this one. And then we've put 2 ovals of pink on for the eyes. And if we paint a line across the bottom with some little eyelashes flicking out to the side, it looks like the eyes are closed. Let's try a different animal. So let's try a dog on this one. I'm actually going to try this one with modelling chocolate rather than fondant, but you can use fondant still. We've got an oval just like we did on the pig's nose. And another oval, this time in a pale brown. And I've used the smallest oval to cut out 3 black little oval shapes. I'm going to put one on its side for the nose and then one so it's taller than it is wide for each eye. We're just pushing a little indentation under the nose so it looks more like a dog's mouth and nose. Let's use some more of that brown to create a little ear, and I'll do the other ear in the modelling chocolate again. And I've just got some white that I've rolled out nice and thin, so this is just fondant now. Just cut a small circle out in both and push that into the black section. So we could do the same making a cat instead of a dog. Let's make it nice and simple. So we've got just the grey circle put on to create a dome, and we've cut out 2 ears using that little triangle shape again in grey, and then we've cut a third one out in pink, but we've just kind of used the bottom end of it for the nose. Then we're going to need another 2 in pink, and we're just going to kind of put them inside the grey ones, so pull them slightly further down so they don't come and cover the grey fully. Take off the extra bit off the bottom, and then we're going to stick those to the domes with a little bit of water, or you can use edible glue. Let's just do the eyes in the same way we did on the dog, or you could go back to using them like we did on the pig where we used the little sugar pearls. See which way you think looks best. So I've got a white one done, and you could do them in any colour really. Orange would probably look quite nice. Let's go back to some green now. Got some left over from my aliens. Now we did make these cupcakes for the Horseworth Walk of Art, but I thought for those of you that don't live locally that couldn't make it to the Horseworth Walk of Art, it would be nice to do some in the video so you can see what we've been up to. So this one we're going to make into a frog. Cut out a large oval, cut it in half, and then a smaller oval in black. Just cut the bottoms off there, and then another oval, a little bit smaller again but in white. And let's cut out that same oval in green, so the largest one but a bit thicker. Press your finger in a little bit just to stretch it out, and then we're going to stick the white into each of those green bits like that, and we'll place these on the top of our cupcake dome. And I should have probably done it so the black section of the eye was looking in towards the middle on each one, but that's fine. So I've pushed in some nostrils. I've just used the handle of my paintbrush for this, and then I've just tried to make my green fondant a tiny bit darker, and then we're just going to stick little balls on the cheeks like that. Push them down quite a bit so they're reasonably flat. And you can do them in different colour greens, and be careful not to get your fingernail caught in the icing like I have done. Now this one I've rolled quite thick. That's not on purpose. You probably want to go a little bit thinner than I have done. I don't know if you can tell very well in the video, but it's actually a pale blue is this one. So we're going to use that triangle kind of shape, and these are going to be little flippers. We're going to push these on the side, just sort of bending them round slightly. And then with a circle cutter, we're going to cut out 2 almost like leaf shapes. And we're going to use these as a tail for our whale. We're going to cut the bottom off so that they sit against our cupcake. Let's go for a brighter blue. And we'll put some water coming from the top of the whale. This one's going to be a girly whale. So let's try a different style of eyes again on this one. So we've got a long thin piece. We'll cut it diagonally across in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is the cut bit, can you see, sits on the outside edge of each of those sets of eyelashes. Kind of curl them around a little bit as they sit on the face. And let's try another one quickly, using an orange dome to start with. And we've cut out 2 kind of leaf shapes, a bit like we did for the whale's tail, but this time in white. And these are going to stick on, can you see, quite near the bottom, either side. Let's use a black oval again for the nose. This black oval one's really good for animal noses. And that triangular shape, or what's nearly a triangle, for some ears. We'll repeat the same with white. So a bit like we did for the cat. Only the cat had pink in the middle, but we're going to have white in the middle for our fox. Stick those on the top. Now I'm just going to move my white bits a bit further down. I think I like them lower down. So if you've moved them further down, you might have to trim a little bit of white off the bottom. And let's do it some eyes, similar to how we did the whale. So we've got a long thin piece, kind of cut it in half, put the nice thin bit towards the middle, and have it, can you see, so it just kind of flicks up and out towards the edges. So that's those done. So it's just a quick video for this one, nothing too detailed or complicated. You can check out all the other cupcake videos we've made using these little foam domes. I'll put a link in the description box below for where you can get everything I've used in the video. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment below. You can see more of my tutorials by clicking on the images on screen now. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button to stay up to date with my future tutorials. There are also links in the description box below where you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and more.